Pretty good.
Give us the Ty Zentner assessment of your play so far this year.
I think on kickoffs, we've been really good as a team. We've made a lot of plays inside the 25, and that's kind of our goal. Doing well netting the ball on both punt and kickoff. I think personally I can improve on midfield punts that we're trying to pin them deeper in towards the 10. I've hit a lot of balls that got caught around 13, 15, 17, kind of like the TCU game first punt. But there's always room to improve. I think we're doing a good job so far.
How difficult was that wind on Saturday? It looked like the gusts were pretty severe. I mean, did that affect you at all?
Yeah, it was tough. We get a lot of wind here at the Bill, so it wasn't anything new. Same thing at Butler. There's really windy games, really windy practices. So I've spent a lot of time in the wind. I was kind of excited about it because I knew it'd give us a better opportunity to get some hang times on some punts and kickoffs. But it was very windy. Yeah, it was good.
How much do you typically work on place kicking?
Once a week, I make sure to just get my foot on the ball, participate in the field goal practice, and then just kind of staying ready.
Coach Kleiman said he might give you or maybe some other guys a look at kicker this week. If he calls your name, what would you think about that?
Yeah, just a thing with specialists, just always staying ready to go. Whoever he rolls out there is going to be confident in making kicks, and I know the whole team's going to have our back.
You feel good in your kicking game? If you have to go out there, you think you could make your first one?
Yes, sir.
What's your range looking at right now?
Like I said, it gets windy in the Bill, so it's just going to depend on what the wind's like that day, whether it's into our face or on our back. I've hit kickoffs 80 yards, so.
Okay. Ty Zentner, 80-yard field goal. Is it? I mean, I've seen some kickers do kickoffs, field goals, punts.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make it more stressful for you? Would you prefer to do just one, or are you okay doing all?
Well, like going back to my days at Butler, I did all three for 2 years, and I really enjoyed it. I really like just kind of getting into the mix, and like during the game, you kind of forget about everything else that's going on, and you're just on to the next play, and so it just gets really fun for me. I've always enjoyed that. I've had great opportunities to learn from Jordan Stout, who's a punter with the Ravens right now, and Cameron Dicker, who's on the Eagles, and those are two guys that did all three in college. So I cherish my opportunity to learn from them, and yeah.
You mentioned trying to get your punts inside the 10 rather than the 13 to 15.
Mm-hmm.
But what's the difference between the 15-yard line and inside the 10?
Well, it turns a 80-yard drive to a 90-yard drive for the team to score. So I think that's something that's important. Our defense does a really good job stopping teams inside their own end zone. So just giving our defense a better setup opportunity to get a stop.
Coach also mentioned Leighton as a guy that's going to be competing a little bit. We haven't got to talk to him yet. What can you tell us about what you like about kind of his approach and what he does?
Leighton's a really good kid. He's came in and he worked hard. He's one of the fastest guys on our team, actually. Super good athlete. Like I said, works really hard. Came in from Minnesota. He's got a lot of experience kicking, so I know he'll do well.
You got some pretty good athletes in general among the kickers, it sounds like.
Yep.
I think Chris is pretty fast.
Yeah,
too.
Chris is very fast, very strong.
Where do you line up?
Not as fast as those two guys. I think of myself as an athlete because I like to do all three. I've played a lot of sports growing up. Yeah.
And I think Jake's been on some coverage teams.
Yeah. Jack was on punt return against Iowa State. He's done a great job of staying ready for whatever it is that his name is called for. He's on the kickoff team, on the kickoff return team, punt return, punt team. Still a backup punter, does a great job holding. So Jack is just another guy that's just an outstanding athlete. Whenever he gets rolled out there, he'll be ready to go.
How ready are you to go back here at the Bell?
Always ready.
What's the difference in the nerves for you personally, combining trying to pin a punt inside the 20 to kicking a 40-yard field goal, you think?
No nerves. I've played long enough where I don't think there's any nerves that come along with it. Just for me, it's more about mental preparation, what my cues are going out onto the field, what the wind's doing, where I need to aim, where the snap's going to go, kind of just think about those things.
Is kicking a complicated science maybe more than what we would be able to understand?
No. It's just, it's. Wait, can you restate that question actually?
I mean, just all that goes into kicking, what you just mentioned.
Well,
Is,
there's a lot of things that go into it. There's a snap, there's a hold, there's a kick. Like I said, the kicker's got to be thinking of his cues. I like to think of 3 things that kind of just keep me focused on what I need to do to execute the kick. So there's a lot that does play into it. Some people will complicate it more than others, and yeah.
like this guy.
How's it